And when they're doing it for the money, you're really not going to get the results that the system is designed to get. It is so bad in these major cities that it's going to be a war. And the war will be against the haves and the have nots. Right now, the haves, the people with money, they're doing everything in their power to get more money. Even Elon Musk, billionaire, plenty damn money. He wants more. When is there a limit to how much a motherfucker can get? You know, it don't make no sense for somebody to get that much damn money, and we still got homeless people that can't eat every day. Look at what happens with food. We have thousands and thousands and thousands of restaurants, and it's so bad. This corporate America shit, these rich motherfuckers, it is so bad that they take the excess leftover expired food and they put it in a locked dumpster rather than get that shit to a nonprofit and let that nonprofit go feed somebody with that food. They don't do it. They don't
Okay.
do it.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
You got a lot of background noise.
Oh.
I was just discussing about the bullshit homeless situation. You know, we are live, so don't. I mean, we could just go ahead and talk about the schedule, or you can we can do a little elaboration on the homeless, and that'll give us the content for the show on Sunday.
Okay. Well, let's get some topics down first.
Okay, I got my calendar open here, and I'm ready when you are.
Okay. The first one we're gonna do is the homeless.
Which is it the 8th? What's Sunday?
I think it's the eighth. I think it's the eighth.
Okay, this Sunday will be the 8th. And you want to do the topic would be the homeless.
Right.
And that's the topic. Can you see what's under my name right there? Homeless crisis.
Yeah.
I don't know what it said.
Homeless crisis across America.
Yeah. So we'll be more particular by looking at the cities, right? Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, places like that. If we look at what's happening there, we can gauge what's happening here. Because ain't no damn way we only got 3,000 homeless people in San Antonio. And that's what they're trying to tell us. You know, I'll say it and I'll say it again. They put the wrong damn people in charge of these nonprofits. They put them in there because everybody, all they thinking about is damn money, and they paying these folks this damn money, and it ain't working. They lying. They scared to go in the encampments, Chuck. They do not go in the encampments because they're afraid. And if you're out there trying to count the homeless, and you're afraid, you're not gonna count the homeless. You're gonna sit your funky ass in that car and point out, well, it's one over there, it's two over there, and you're gonna count them like that. But you're not gonna get out and go in that encampment.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. So we got homeless for the 8th. All right.
Okay.
On the 15th, I have a topic, but you may have a different topic. My topic is how white folks got so rich.
Okay. We know that, but yeah.
Well, we
Took
want.
everything. They took everything.
Yeah, everything they got, they didn't get it.
They didn't
Everything
work
they
hard.
got, they didn't get it the right way.
They didn't work hard for it. I
They
guarantee you
stole it.
that.
They
Not the
stole it. They
children.
cheated somebody. They cut somebody's throat to take it. They confiscated it. They did something illegal to have it. And now they want to act like they didn't do anything, and they want to know why you're angry. But how white folks got so rich is a real important subject. It's so importance is so damn important. Somebody wrote this book right here. Can you see that book?
Yeah, yeah.
They
Who's
wrote
that?
this.
George Washington face on there?
Yeah, yeah. This book was written about how white folks got so rich in America, and this is what I really want to discuss because you know everything, even the cotton, the sugar cane, the soybean, all these plantations made billions and billions of dollars off the back of slave back. But I was asking somebody the other day, Chuck, and I'm gonna ask you this question. Name one thing the federal government has done for Black America, for Black people in America. Just one thing. And there's Emancipation Proclamation that they didn't do that for us. You got it? You gonna tell me something or what?
I'm just trying to think. I mean, the federal government, what they done for black. I see, you can't say what they done for blacks. So whatever they done, they didn't do it for blacks. They did it for minorities. They did it for the poor, or they did it for the rich, and that
Yeah,
includes blacks in every
that's my
level.
point. But this year they did the law for the Chinese. That was
Yeah,
specifically for Chinese.
yeah.
They did the Japanese Institution Act or some shit where they gave all Japanese 20 grand because they had killed them in the internment camps during World War II. They paid them.
Mm-hmm.
They paid the Indians specifically. This is specifically to the Indians, specifically to the Japanese, and specifically to the Chinese. All these people that are coming in after us, we've been here the whole damn time.
Yeah,
Our people in America, you can't name one damn thing America did for us.
just for us.
Yeah, just for us.
Yeah. I think that's a good topic, but I think that should be the theme.
Mm-hmm.
I think that topic is kind of hidden on reparations,
Mm-hmm.
so we might have to, look at reparations and the impact it has on Americans across the country,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can get off into talking about, how white folks got so rich. You can talk about how they have paid other Indonesians and other races. As a matter of fact, I will call for this one. I will call my friend Raheem. Can't think of
Who
that Raheem.
who is Raheem, Chuck? Who the hell is Raheem?
Right, he's another Muslim, but he's heavy on reparations. Very
Okay.
knowledgeable.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think you'll appreciate him.
Okay, that's on the 15th.
Okay, so 15th. That's eight.
What did you have for the 15th?
I really don't. I mean, there's some topics I have, but let's just go with what you got because it's your show, and we'll
Mm.
build around it.
All right, so the 22nd is the next one. You writing down what we talking about, right? What's that? A cow, a dog, a horse? What is that?
That's a. You, Can't
I'm
you
just,
see?
yeah, I'm just talking shit, Chuck. All right, I want to do hate crimes for the 22nd. Hate crimes in America. I want to go and look at hate crimes like that boy that went in that church and killed them 9 people after they had Bible study. What took place after that? That was a hate crime. The people that killed Ahmaud Arbery, the 2 white folks, that was a hate crime. The cop that put his knee on George Floyd's neck and held it there, that was a hate crime. So there's other ones out there, and they're like where black people just got abused by another race, and those just the topics that's on the top of my mind.
Okay, so what I did instead of talking about hate crimes, I said America's hate crimes towards blacks, towards
Okay,
black America,
so
towards black
American hate crimes toward black.
American, towards black Americans. So we talk about how the Republican Party has turned up the heat on racism and all this other kind of stuff. And
What you mean, turn up the heat?
well, with Donald Trump coming in there and pulling the blanket off of the racism and then kind of empowering white folks to do the crazy shit that they did up there in Washington and come out and start, just shooting and killing blacks. There were more blacks that got got killed under the Trump watch probably than any other president. Those are the numbers we need to try to figure out. How
But do
many?
you know that for a fact, or are you just throwing that out
I'm
there?
assuming right now, but I'm thinking somebody ought to have those numbers. How many blacks was executed was under the 4 years that Trump was in office? 'Cause
Well, the one thing I'll say this about Trump.
he was a law and order president.
I'll say this about Trump, right? Trump, he has no filter, and he does not have enough sense to shut the fuck up. He don't know how to shut up. So what he does is actual from the heart. It's actual thought process.
That's what he
Everything he
feels.
thinks is,
That's what he feels.
yeah, that's how he feels. So he's not directly focused on hating black people, other than that time of those 4 or 5 boys that were blamed for raping that white woman.
At the in New York and
Yeah, that's the only time.
he was trying they was innocent.
Yeah.
Well, this law and order shit. That's one of those uh, click words that says we gonna keep them niggas in. We're gonna keep them niggas in order. You see, and when we talk about this hate crime shit, we got to talk about how when the immigrants come here and go into their orientation process, how they are weaponized against black people in this country.
When aliens come here, when the people come from other countries, that's what
Yeah.
they're doing.
Yeah, I said did I say aliens? I meant immigrants.
Mhm.
Immigrants come here legally from other countries, and the process they have to go through to get the papers to be here. In that process, they also orientate them about the dangers of being involved with black people, and that's they weaponizing the immigrants against black people. But yet still, the immigrants depend on the black dollar a lot. So like the white man don't need their money, their food and stuff. They go there if they want to, but they want our money, but they don't want to hire people. And I'm seeing since affirmative action has been banned, outlawed, I'm seeing less and less blacks in the workforce now. I mean, you can go in some of these stores, you ain't gonna see no blacks working in there. That is a trend that we got to address now. You see, so this here is a good topic: hate crime. America's hate crime towards blacks. That when I say America, that takes in all of them: Asian, Chinese, or Hispanics. These people are against it. See, we, on the other hand, try to be inclusive, still trying to push that inclusive shit, talking about minorities. Like God said, God had something to say about this too. Like he said, the Congressional Black Caucuses, they ain't like the other caucuses in Congress. The Chinese, the Orientals, and all them people are saying we want to make sure our people have a place at the table. But the Congressional Black Black Caucus is talking about minorities. They ain't about just their people.
They ain't about us.
They ain't about us. So they're about everybody. They're trying to be that inclusive thing.
And that's what we've been fucking up at all along,
And
Chuck.
it doesn't work. It
For
doesn't work
50 years.
until we become an independent culture of people and taking care of our own people. We're never gonna get the respect and dignity that we deserve in this country. The
Mhm.
same respect and dignity that they want us to treat them with when we're working for them. You know, we ain't gonna never get that until we come up here and put our foot down and don't be afraid to do it. Yes, it's gonna cause some bloodshed, but we got to do it. We got to
And
do it. If not, we're gonna be
it's
like people.
painful. It is painful to make a change for
Yeah,
the country. And it's almost a revolution, Chuck.
yeah,
And until we get to that point where if we take another step, it's a revolution, we're gonna catch hell from white folks because their job right now is to keep us from getting to that point before the revolution. And
hmm
that's what they're trying to do. They've tried to control us from day one, and everywhere they tried, they failed.
yeah.
And,
Well, they're controlling us.
but we don't have
It's different. You know what their main tool to control us with?
what?
Our woman.
Yeah.
Our woman. Until
Hmm.
she wake up and realize that she's being used by these white folks,
Hmm.
and then come back to that man, then and only then can we start to restore the melanin to our future generations so they will have the basics of the intelligence restored.
Hmm.
We need to practice. We need to start talking about restoring the melanin because they are depleting it. I'm somewhat guilty of it as well because I'm
Hmm.
interracially married, but I'm not ashamed of it. It's part of the history. It's about what happened to me, and I can tell you some stories that hey, I just ain't the type that black women appreciate or want to be with. You know, try to minute.
How you know?
I've been trying.
Well, that's the problem. Black, you can't find a relationship trying to find one.
Well, if I just let it find me, I probably would never have a problem with it. I'd probably be running around here still a virgin if I wait for it to find me. Shit. Nah, a man's supposed to choose.
Well, there's four things you're gonna find in a black neighborhood, Chuck. In every black neighborhood, there's four things you're gonna find.
At what level black neighborhood? The black rich,
Mhm.
wealthy neighborhood, the
The
black
hood,
in
the hood,
middle, the
the
hood
hood,
neighborhood. You're gonna
the
find
hood.
poverty, crime. Uh, let's see, poverty and crime for two, and the other two is gonna have to be. Uh, uh, well, I got some ideas, but I'm gonna let you name the other two:
A liquor store,
liquor store,
uh,
cigarette advertisements.
Oriental grocery store,
Okay, I thought about that. The Oriental stores. Yeah,
or Oriental gas station.
yeah,
I mean, a Turkish gas station or something like that.
yeah. Middle Easterns.
Yeah, Middle Eastern gas station. And what else?
Well, that was four. That was four. But crime, poverty, uh, Oriental businesses. May I say Asian businesses?
In black
They,
Why
yeah,
do they? Yeah, and what I heard an Asian say the other day, I was listening to this commentary. She said that Asians were denied loans to build in white neighborhoods, but if you wanted to do something in black neighborhoods,
yeah.
they would loan you the money.
I
And
can believe that.
what bothers me the most right now is America ignoring the fuck out of us, but they're fighting to get money for Ukraine.
Yeah,
The billions of dollars that they're giving to all these other white countries while they have ignored what they need to do for us. They have no intention on doing a damn thing for the black population here in America because we have yet to unify. And it's starting right here, Chuck, with you and I. If we keep doing what we're doing and we keep trying to unify these our people, and we just build a movement where we can get people to move in one direction, and that direction is towards unity, and stop doing all this dumb shit. Like, what pisses me off the most is when you give somebody like Show $50,000 of the Martin Luther King money march. You give it to people like Show, and he publicizes the money for himself while hinting at doing things for black people. But
Mhm.
he ain't doing a fucking thing for black people. He getting that money from the city. That's how he got started, with the money from the MLK march.
Hmm.
That's why I can't
And
stand that.
they all banking on the dream.
And he
They
is
all-
African. He's African.
Yeah.
He ain't black. But Obama, he ain't black. All these people that get somewhere ain't black.
It was-
All the black
we-
people, huh?
the well, he's I'm African, if you ask me.
Well, let me tell you this why it's on my mind. Katanja Brown, right? Jackson.
Yeah,
Who's her husband?
I think she's married to a white boy.
Bang. Clarence Thomas. Who's his
White boy.
wife?
Yeah,
Bam. What's her name? Cameto Harris.
yeah, white boy.
Who else you know?
Shit.
What was George Bush Secretary of State? Condoleezza Rice.
Right. I didn't think she was married.
She's married to George Bush. She,
Got
she, she stuck to that man like white on rice, man.
that could show you the problem that we have,
Mhm.
because what's important to that woman is security, and she finds the security with the white boy. You
Well,
know?
she finds safety and security with that
Yeah.
white.
So, you know, we just gotta let our black women know you helping the enemy.
Well,
You're still trapped.
I think they got to find it. They got to find their way out of that themselves, Chuck. We are not going to solve the problem for them.
Well, we can, because we just turn them away.
Huh?
But that's how I come around. I
They-
want to go back to black.
Well, they coming around. I've heard many women talk about black women.
Mhm.
I've heard many black women talk about black women and how they need to honor us.
Right. There,
So,
there are women out there that
mhm,
would support the masculinity movement.
it's coming, Chuck.
Yeah, it's
It's
coming.
coming. All right. So on
Okay,
the 20,
the next one, the next topic I put down was Black Lives Matter.
for the 29th,
The next weekend, whatever that is.
what is a? I mean, I ain't never got on the bandwagon with this Black Lives Matter shit. So tell me what you talking about.
Well, Black Lives Matter is mainly aimed at a message to the police. That's what it is. But if Black Lives Matter, it should matter to blacks just as much as it should matter to anybody else, because we're killing more of our people than anybody else is killing of us. If we just stop killing our people, our population would grow big time.
Let's
And
let's. I'm sorry. Let's come a message to the police. I like that name right there.
a message to the Black Lives Matter. The theme could be a message to the police.
Well, it's Black Lives Matter is so divided in America. It's a problem because some people are adamant about them being fucked up, about they took all this money and paid for their own shit. You know, so I kind of want to stay away from Black Lives Matter, but we can do this exact same content, but under a different name. Because if you say in Black Lives Matter, you already losing people because they've heard so much about it. No nobody want to hear Black Lives Matter no more. So if you a message to the police, that's I mean, because everybody, if we say Black Lives Matter, a Mexican can say, "Well, Mexican lives matter too."
Yeah, they do that to cover it up, but we started it.
Yeah,
It's
but that's what
our it's our thing. We want you
we
all to
fucked it
know
up,
that
Chuck.
our lives matter, not only in killings, but in working and education and everything.
We fucked it up, Chuck. We
Yes,
did.
they fucked it up, but don't let the message is not fucked up. The
Well,
people that took advantage of it, yes, they are fucked up and they should be condemned and they should not be able to touch this Black Lives Matter again. But the message of Black Lives Matter need to be out there and it needs to be upheld. The people that did that shit need to be condemned and punished. Because they took advantage of something that's meant to stop the murders of young black males and females by police, but we did not address the black on black crime. This is what we want to talk about, addressing the black on.
how about black on black matters?
Okay, that'd be something different.
Yeah, because that Black Lives Matter is just bothers me. Black on black matters, or black economics matter, or black success matters, or black stability matters. All this is something other than lives. Just change that one word, lives, and I'll be cool with it. So I'm gonna look in a thesaurus, Chuck, and see what's under life. That way we get some more words that mean the same thing, but it's different. That way we don't because I think Black Lives Matter and ran its course.
Okay, I lost you there for a few minutes.
No, I just said I think Black Lives Matter and ran its course.
Yeah. So uh, you suggested black on black matter, black on black.
Yeah. All right.
Matter.
So
I
live,
put I put
live,
black on black. I put black on black crime matters.
black on black crime. That's a popular topic too. Everybody discusses it. We really can't get nowhere talking about crime. We all know that it matters. We all know that there's crime, but it's no aim to understanding. What is the aim to understand black on black crime?
What is the aim to understand black on black
Yeah,
crime?
if you
That's
want
a,
to have
that's
a
a good
meeting about it,
question. That's a good question to be pondered. And what is the aim of black on black crime? How do we?
what do we walk away with on having a discussion on black crime? When at the end of
Uh,
the hour or two, what do we walk away with?
hopefully, putting the focus on the importance of black lives, how important black lives are to America. I would go and pick up some of this literature that Ma Harper gave me about why am I black, why was I born black, and blah blah this and blah blah that. That might be something to throw in there about this here portion of it.
Why not blacks surviving matters? Black prevail matters. I'm just looking at different words in this book here.
Hmm.
Um, black structure matters. Or
Black structure.
yeah, or black family structure matters.
Okay, I'd like that. That's one. I like that. I'll put it down.
All right. Well, let's decide on how we gonna word it. 4 words or 3 words. Black families matter, or black family structure matters, or what else you got?
I like the both of them. Black families matter. I like that a lot,
Let's do that one. Black families.
and that we can talk about the black structure, the structure of the black family. The theme
Hmm.
Theme then, theme is structure.
So we're gonna say
Like
black.
that.
What do we say we're gonna say now? Black what?
Black families matter.
There we go. Now see, that's away from Black Lives. I like that. So if we're gonna say Black families matter, we're gonna discuss the structure underneath that.
Right. The theme would be structure of the black family. Now that's the fifth one. I left number four as what did you say?
What do we call this one? Black what? Black families matter.
Black families matter. That's number five. We still need to deal with the black. I see, black on black crime matters. Black on black crime. Let's just do black on black crime.
That's too cliche.
But
That's
it's kind of
we
important.
can't. Yeah, it's been important for 25 years, and we've been saying it for 25 years. Black on black, black on black, black on black that, black on black
So
this.
have we came up with a solution?
You got to come up with a different approach other than what's been done 100,000 times.
Yeah, we need a solution.
Well, ain't no solution to this, Chuck. It's the only thing we can do is start with something that led to it. What led to black on black crime? The destruction of the family. That's what led to it. They just all this here, everything that's happening with us, Chuck, is planned. They have orchestrated this shit like a motherfucking symphony. They got us where they want us right now. Ignorant and fighting each other, killing each other. And then they killing us too. So they got everybody killing the black man. Everybody. That's what's happening in America right now. And it's not because we are that bad, we're bad people. It's because white people orchestrated it that way because they're afraid of everything we can do. We have 9 genes in our DNA strand. They only have 6,
Hmm.
and they can't stand it. That's why they stealing our kids. Thousands of kids go missing, black kids in Chicago go missing every damn year. They're
Hmm.
taking their DNA and pumping it in these rich ass white folks. That's far
Yeah.
fetched. That's
Yeah.
some far fetched shit.
And there's been talk that they were stealing the melanin from the thymus gland and turning it into some type of pill that white folks can take to put the melanin in their system.
That's what
I
they
said,
doing.
damn, boy.
So your melanin. We said we got one matters here. Let's go with melanin. We'll talk about crime on black on the Black Families Matter because the way black families have been broken down is a direct correlation. Everything we find wrong with the black person, we can walk it back to the white man. Everything, Chuck. So we should probably take all right, let's take black on black crime. Why is it black on black crime? What's the first reason we have black on black crime? The parents are not at home, so the kids are raising themselves. That's one of the first causes of black on black crime. Okay, so what's the step after before that? All right, so the very first step to the black on black crime is black parents not being at home. The next step, if we walk it back again, the parents not at home because they got to work 2 jobs at minimum wage. So the next step back is that the industries refuse to pay black people a living wage. That's the next step back. So we got black on black crime, kids in the street. We got parents not being at home. Then we got industries not paying a livable wage. And what's before that? What's before that is the federal government not mandating the industry to pay people a livable wage. That's why you see all these damn strikes going on right now. You got the Writers Guild strike. They just went back to work because they got what they wanted. You got the Ford, Chevy, and Chrysler strike, and now you got the nurses on strike,
Yeah, and you got the actors still out there.
and some of the actors on strike. But
Yeah,
my point is, the living wage it could be dictated by the federal government. But the thing is, the federal government sits back and don't do shit. They
yeah.
don't.
They fighting. They fighting amongst each other and cutting deals and shit. You know.
It's just a sad situation that our country is at where it's at, the way it's fighting. It's a sad situation. So we could talk on the Black Families Matter. We can talk about how the structure with the kids that we could go straight into black on black crime. We can say the topic is Black Family Matters, but our first discussion will be black on black crime and how we got to that and how we get back from it. The only way we're gonna get back from it is putting that family back together, putting somebody in that house that's adult to man.
Okay, so the structure would be what we talk about the solution.
Yeah, the Black Family Matters is the black on black crime is a
It's the
derivative
topic. It's the
of
topics.
yeah. Black Family Matters is a topic, but
Right.
the discussion is black on black crime.
Okay. That's the
But
thing.
because we walking it back to the family, that's what we're trying
Okay.
to do. Walk it back to the family structure is the reason we got black on black crime because this broke down.
Okay.
If
So
the
that's what
family
we,
structure was still together, we wouldn't have this black on black crime.
and then that's what we talk about the solution.
The solution is putting the family back together, like you've
Right.
been
The
saying all
structure.
along.
Rebuilding the structure, the foundation, family foundation. Okay. We'll work on that one and get a speaker for that. I like that. Um, black.
What we got? Let's go back. What's the eighth? I got home in America. What is that?
On the 8th,
Yeah.
that's the homeless
Oh, homeless.
in America.
I just wrote home in America. Now I
And
got
then
it.
on the
It's-
15th is
Mm,
how white folks got rich,
right.
reparations.
Okay. And then I'm gonna go back to the compensation emancipation proclamation. I'm gonna bring that out. I'm gonna show it to you.
On the reparations, yeah. Okay. And then we got the American hate crimes against black
Yeah, yeah.
American hate crimes against black Americans.
Right.
And then we go we scratch the Black Lives Matter altogether and we put it under Black Family Matters.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll discuss the Black Lives, the Black on Black crime,
Right.
and then the structure, rebuilding the structure of the Black family. Now I got a thing from the Atlanta Journal. I've been had it for years. I can probably I'll send it over there to you so you can take a look at it and read it. But it talks about the destruction of the Black family and everything. And see, the crime started when the black man couldn't find a job. So
He gonna feed his family.
he gonna feed his family one way or the other. So even if he has to leave the family, so the welfare can take care of him. That's when the black woman married the white man. The welfare. That was her daddy. The welfare. And so that's when the crime rate started going up, and brothers started going out there, and white girls got out there with them, and they started laying on their back, making that money for them. That was part of the crime beginning right there. You see, then the sister said, "Well, yeah, white girl can do it. I can do it too, honey. Let me go." And they started letting.
So you know what it sounds like you just said, Chuck?
What?
Sound like you just said the black man started pimping the white women,
He did. Well, I'm concerned.
and then the black women jumped on the
And the
bandwagon.
one drag one jump on the back. Well, if she can sell pussy, I can too. That's the way I saw it because I come up in that era. I remember when the motherfuckers some of the coldest pimps in L.A. Guess where they came from?
Where? The
My
South?
home, my hometown, Hillsborough, Texas.
You got some pimps out of your town.
Big time. Out on the West Coast,
Name one of y'all pimps, Chuck.
Junior
Name
Baker.
who?
Junior Baker.
That sound like a pimp name.
Well, look. This Negro was cold. He probably stood about 6'3", 6'4", tall,
Ju-
lanky,
Junior Baker.
well dressed, badass afro. He used to drive in from LA with a carload of white girls. I mean, load, 5 or 6 of them.
Mm.
Everybody looked up to him. Then there was Bit, Four Corner. You know, they all played out of
His
California.
name was Bent Four Corner.
Now his name was Bit. They called him Bit. That was his street name. His partner name was Four Corner. And then
Somebody
there was
named
Applejack. Applejack was he's still out there.
all these guys you naming are pimps.
And they older than me. Yeah, they were. They were. Now, if they still alive, ain't too many of them still alive now. But they were. And I found that out by a dude that came out of California. He said, man, he said, let me tell you, some of the coldest pimps in California came out of Hillsborough. And I knew they were there. But hell, shit. Women, yeah.
Okay,
Anyway,
let's go all the way to the first week of November. That way, we're on the first week of about the last week of October. We'll already have the first week. Then we just have to do the other 3 weeks after that.
okay. Right now we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we really got through November already.
All right.
Okay.
So, what you got for November?
Let me go just a second. I'll be ready to go just a minute. Okay.
I got one for the first Sunday of November is the 5th.
Okay. What we got here? We got the 15th, and then what's next? The 23rd.
Well, you got the 5th and the 12th and the 19th in November.
Well, now, wait a minute. Let me see if I'm from the clock. Calendar here. Okay, so October, we're looking at the 8th, the 15th, the 22nd,
And the 29th.
8, 22nd. That's the American hate crime. And then the 29th is
Black Families Matter.
Black Family. 8/29. Okay, then we're going to 9.
Now you gotta go to the 5th of November.
Okay. Okay. 5th of November. Now, Chris Dawkins will want to come on, and he got. I want to find out what his title is. 10 Steps to Something, and I want to find out that we'll put him in there, Chris Dawkins.
Okay. All right, I'll tell you what I wrote down for November, but we can change them all. I don't care. I wrote down the Georgia Peach Bowl. You familiar with the Peach Bowl, right?
I've heard of it.
Where all these black people got killed.
Mm-mm. No, and that we have the Peach Bowl football
No.
game. We don't
Yeah,
have a
we
Peach
do.
Bowl?
We do, but the Georgia Peach Bowl is where when people first walked off the plantation, they were overwhelmed with black people and they didn't have nowhere for them to go. So they started putting them in this internment camp. They put them in this camp, and the only way out that camp is through death. You couldn't get out that camp. So as they came off the plantation, they locked them up in this area and they made them stay there. And people, only way out, like I said, they had to die. And thousands of people died in that peach bowl. So they call it the Georgia Peach Bowl because peaches grow on that land right now. I'm talking about beautiful peaches, but nobody eat those peaches because it's red on the inside.
Mm,
And they say it's that way because of the blood that was shed in that area in the
mm,
Georgia Peach Bowl.
really?
Yeah.
I've seen them red pizzas. You can have me wonder if I should eat them bad boys.
Well, this is just in that area. I don't think I think they just don't eat them. People really, it's a sad story. All right, so then I got critical race theory. We really have never had a real good discussion on that.
Okay, let's see here. The fifth,
The fifth, we got the Georgia Peach Bowl,
yeah.
and then the 12th, I got critical race theory. Now, if you want to do them or you want to do something else,
Okay, well, we can do it. I was thinking the media and the impact it has on the black community. And
the
we call
media.
the media.
Mm.
Yeah, the reporting and stuff. I mean, the things that they hold back, and we need to address that. That would be
Let's say
retarded.
the
That would be,
title is what's important. So, negative medias or something like that, anti-black news or something
uh,
like that. We got to relate it to black and we got to relate it to news. So, because they what do we say when they do a bad story on black people? They tarnish the victim by going after the victim history and saying, well, he has an extensive criminal record and he's known to carry weapons.
yeah.
That's what the media does. But so, how do you say that in 2 or 3 words?
You just had a good one. You just spoke it and forgot it. You just mentioned it.
Well, shit, I don't know what I say.
It's a bad part of back in the old.
Let's see. Negative reporting on black, or the lack of um, good black reporting. They never report anything good on black. They never. It just
That's not true. That's not necessarily true either.
right. So
They just did a nice story on Simone. What's her name?
Simone Biles.
Bias.
Did
Yeah.
you see what happened in Sweden?
Uh.
All these little gymnastics. It was like 15 little gymnastic girls, right? About 10, 12 years old.
Yeah.
And there was one black girl in that
Uh.
in there with those 15 Swedish girls.
Uh huh.
This white heifer, there was like 5 or 6 white girls, then the black girl, then the rest of the white girls. She started putting medals around everybody's neck.
Uh huh.
And when she got to the black girl, she skipped over her and started back with the next white girl.
Uh
And,
huh.
and everybody on that line, all those white girls got a medal, and she did not give the black girl one. The only one. One black girl did not
When
get
did this happen?
about a week ago. And,
Really?
and really what made me think about it.
Therefore, that's an example right there of how the media. I didn't. I watch the
They
news
won't
all the
report
time.
that because that's as racist as you can get. And it's a
I,
white.
I, I, I hear the news. I watch the news all the time. I ain't heard that at all. I ain't even seen it on the news week.
Well, it was so bad. Simone, what made me remember is you mentioned Simone Biles.
Yeah.
Simone Biles reached out to that little black girl and gave her some of her stuff, and she made that girl feel
Do you
good.
have it? Do you have any information on that? A link or anything?
I'd have to find it. I don't
Yeah.
even know where I got it from, but I
Yeah.
saw the actual clip. I saw
Right.
it.
That's horrible. It's a lot of stuff like that going on though. I ain't
Hmm.
gonna lie, there's a lot of stuff like that going on.
And the thing is, it's going on because the parents can't ain't in the schools no more.
Hmm.
When they started moving kids out of the neighborhood to go to school, that was a purpose behind that. That's why I say this whole thing is orchestrated by them white folks. They know what they're doing and they have set it up so we are going to fail. They set up our kids so they are going to fail because they took our kids out from our control and put them on the other side of town in a school. And most parents don't even know where the goddamn school at, Chuck. You
Hmm.
hear me?
Yeah.
Parents don't even know what school, where the school at. They don't know where the principal's office is at. They don't know where the nurse's office is at. Only thing they may know is where the parking lot's at.
They go there and drop them off and pick them up.
That's it. That's where one of our biggest problems right there. We're not in the schools no more. Parents need to get their ass back in school.
Well, we got that. We got to do one on education, and that's where you bring in Dr. Ross and all them.
So which one you want to do on what when you want to do education?
Okay, right now I'm up to. Uh,
What you got on the fifth? The critical race theory.
Let me see. No, I can. I can go ahead and put critical race CRT there.
The 5th of November.
Yeah, I was going to get Chris Dawkins, but we'll put CRT there.
That's kind of like the schools education.
Yeah, CRT.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that they've been banning.
So let's put CRT and slash education or slash school.
I like education.
Okay. CRT education.
Okay, because then we can talk about State Board of Education, and we want to get back and touch bases on how Texas, you know, took away resources from, I think it was something like 30 or 40,000, you know, uh, students with learning disabilities. That was in the matter
Well,
of
let
fact.
me ask you this: what Claude doing right now?
What I mean, as far as work or something like that.
No, because if you wanted him to be a host, we can call him and put him on here right now. If
Oh,
he, if
I don't know what he's doing right now. You might be
he
Ken, but I got to get ready to run.
you got to go.
Yeah, I got my wife waiting on me. I got to take
All
her.
right. Well,
So
we'll finish this up.
we
We
got
up.
to the fifth. We
Yeah,
got
that's fine. We start
the
right there.
12. We got the 12.
What did
Uh,
you get for the 12?
the 12th. We got down the media, the
Okay.
media thing. We're working on that, and then I got uh, black athletes, sports, and politics.
That's beautiful. That's on the 19th.
That'll be the 19th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What you call it? Black athletes.
Black athletes, sports, and politics. And we need one more. That'll be a 2 months worth of shows.
Black athletes and what?
Black athletes, sports, and politics.
Sport politics, not White House politics.
No, sports. No, sports and politics.
Yeah, the politics of sports, not politics of
No,
White House.
I'm talking about when Kaepernick took a knee to protest.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's sports and that's sports and politics, not what's happening up in the White House right now. We're talking about what's happening in the sports arena. But
Right, and
the politics,
the impact it can have. Yeah, okay, the impact it can have on the society.
yeah, like like you said, what Colin Kaepernick
Yeah,
did,
and other ones like George Foreman when he brought the George Foreman thing.
the guy that
The
went to
athletes have always been involved
1969.
in politics.
Yeah, the 1969 Olympics in Russia. All right, where
Yeah,
was it? When the,
Foreman,
remember the guy did this, right? He
George.
been no, that wasn't George Foreman.
Oh, what do you do?
The
Oh, the
one,
High
them,
Hitler.
them three guys that was in the Olympics. They represented the United States in Germany, and they would not allow them to go in and meet the Führer because they were black. And
Mm.
but just when Jesse Owens won at all the medals, it was Jesse Owens, Carlos somebody. I know his name is Carlos something, but he's black, and he stood up on that podium because it was three black people. He stood up on that podium and put his fist up in the air to show Hitler, y'all ain't shit over here. And they banned, they dogged him for that, man. They blackballed him in America because he did that. And he came to San Antonio at the David Scott YMCA and spoke to everybody one time. Anyway, I'll get his name, and we
Okay,
might.
you're gonna be around on the 12th because that's in right in there when you're gonna be going to Baltimore.
Yeah, I don't leave till the middle of
Wait a
the
minute.
end of that week.
Oh, this is the 11th. This is in November though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put 9.
All right, we're good for now.
Okay, we'll get with Claude. I'll type it up.
Let's have another meeting for before Sunday with me, you, and Claude. Just let me know when to send it out,
Yeah.
and I can do it in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Cause we need to be on the same sheet of music, you know.
Yeah.
And you gonna look for guests for each one of these topics.
Yeah. That's
I'm
perfect.
thinking I'm gonna try to get that dude named Carlos,
Raymond.
Carlos, the one that was in the 1969 Olympics. I'm gonna try to get him to be on the show for the 19th of November. You still there? Look like you froze. Yeah, you froze. All right, you were froze, Chuck. Chuck,
It was too.
you gotta upgrade your shit, man.
I don't know. I got a lot of problems going on with it too right now. I got to get somebody to come and clean it up. I got to delete a lot. I'm trying to delete files and shit right now, but I'm having problems with it.
All right,
Um,
let me ask you a
Carlos Raymond, is he from the Carlos you're talking about? Is he from San Antonio?
Nah, I don't know where he's from, but I know he was in the 1969 Olympics.
Oh,
What
that
all
must,
do you have on your desktop right now?
what I have on my desktop that's open.
Yeah,
Oh, I have a bunch. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6 things that's
you got folders and all pictures and all that stuff on your desktop when you first open.
um, yeah, a little bit. I
You
don't take a
know,
lot of pictures
that's
out.
where your problem is, Chuck. I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you that's your problem because your desktop use RAM memory, and
Hmm.
RAM memory gives you the ability to communicate without buffering.
Yeah.
So what you have to do is move all that stuff off your desktop and put it in folders and save it that way.
That's what I've been doing.
But
That's, matter of fact,
everything on your desktop causes you problems when you're broadcasting.
that's right. I got an external hard drive that I'm putting a lot of stuff on and taking it completely off the computer.
Mhm.
And yeah, I'm working on that now, cleaning up both of my computers. But I think my Mac has got an issue with it, so I don't know. They talking about it might cost 130 to 150 bucks to fix it. I said I don't know. And
Mhm.
then my friend that works on my stuff and helps me, hell, he had a stroke yesterday. He had a light stroke. However, he's okay. I told him you just have to slow down, bro. It's like me, I have to slow down. I out there working. I feel it. I come in the house, give me some cold water, and sit down. But yeah, let's go ahead and do this, and we get some good guests in there, and then we got to kind of promote it somehow so we can get more people following you and subscribing. So we get what how many subscribers? 1,000?
We need at least 100. We ain't got 20. No, we got
100.
20. We got
We
over
got
20.
20. So
We
we
got
need
21.
80 more subscribers. Got to ask them. Will
Mhm.
you subscribe? Then we can start running commercials and getting paid for the commercials.
I just hired a marketing guy too, and he's gonna be pushing the site, pushing all this stuff.
Okay.
So just keep doing what you're doing, man, and help me get these viewers. Ask them to like, subscribe, and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's cool.
You on TikTok?
Nah, I got so much stuff I don't want to get on there. I
Mhm.
thought about it. I tried to do it, and it's just asking too many questions. I said, forget this. Because I saw somebody put something on TikTok I wanted to see. I think you put something out there. What is it? You sent me something, and it might have been on TikTok, but let's see.
Well, that's it, Chuck. Go and do what you
Oh,
got to
you
do.
sent you sent me a link.
Mm.
I looked at this. Yeah, uh, Shahid Shahid Bolson.
What did he say?
Um, let me see. He's talking about the West.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. He
that's the
laid
one.
it out, man.
Yeah,
He laid that shit out. That is such a powerful statement he made.
what does monolithic mean?
Shit, I don't know. Want me to look it up?
Yeah, because they said blacks are not a monolithic society,
Let me make sure I
a
know.
monolithic group.
I'm looking it up right now. Let me just ask Google. Hey Siri, what's the definition to monolithic? Hey Siri, what is the definition to monolithic?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, Chuck, it's formed of a single large block of stone. No, powerful and intraceable and indivisible and uniform, composed of active and passive components formed in a single chip. So, okay, very large and characterless. That's what I think he meant. You hear me, Chuck?
Yeah.
Monolithic means characterless. You don't have character.
Oh, we don't have character. Oh, we're not a monolithic people, meaning we don't have character.
Right.
Huh. Okay. Well, that's cool. Um, yeah. Hey, something else we might want to try if we could?
What?
Maybe have a call-in number,
Yeah. I got a second phone we could use.
and people can call in, and I don't know if you can put them on the microphone where you can hear them their questions.
Yeah. Yeah, I can put them on there.
That's another thing you can talk about too. Okay. Well, all right. Let me write this down and put it on the calendar, and we'll get back with you.
Okay.
All right.
Later.
Talk to you later. Bye. Okay. Look at our house.